and welcome. I'm going to be talking about the towns of Weng Chiang. I've decided to mix my episodes a bit, so instead of just talking about William Hartnell for the next couple of weeks, I'll be talking about each doctor, or each of my favourite doctors, and my favourite stories. So, yes, the talons of Weng Chiang. Hang on, there's something on the screen of the phone. There we go. Anyway, yes, carrying on. Talons of Weng Chiang. I got this from Liverpool. It's the Revisitations 1 DVD. The story is it's Leela's second adventure, countlessly the first adventure with the Doctor. As the Face of Evil is basically their first adventure together. So yes, the story goes is they're in the TARDIS. Leela's amazed of what goes on inside the TARDIS, and this is the first time actually we see her in not her skin suit. Well, yeah, it's skins, but in her sorry, I can't even think. What was she in? What clothes was she wearing? I forgot what. Victorian clothes. There we go. My brain went dead for a minute there. So the story goes that they've landed on Earth, in London, in Victorian London. And this there's Weng Chiang and his master. What's his master's name? I've bloody forgotten already. Mr. Sin, is it? Hang on a minute. No, Mr. Sin's the dummy. I think we might got interrupted by a lorry just driving past the house there. Sorry about that if you heard it. Anyway, carrying on. So there's a circus in town. There's a Chinese puzzle box involved. It's just basically a mystery. A mystery story. We've got Tom Baker running around Victorian London dressed as Sherlock Holmes, wondering what's going on, as there's a Chinese gang going around. If you haven't seen it, I recommend this story. Is it Philip Hinchcliffe's last story? Yes, it's Philip Hinchcliffe's last story, and it's brilliant. It's just marvellous. A couple of downfalls is some of the storyline is sort of hard to come by. It's hard to follow, but it's quite easy in some areas. In the series of Victorian London, this guy, I've forgotten his name, has created very large animals and insects. So they're running around in the sewers of London, and they're underneath a stage in a building. This is also where we see our first encounter of Jago Lightfoot. Jago was the guy that does all the acts on the stage when they're doing. Well, when I say circus, it's not a circus, is it? I meant to say a magic act. So yes, he's the puppet, Mr. Sin. It's a good story. I rate it 10 out of 10. I'm not really sure what to say about these, because this is basically my first time I've done a proper review of an episode, apart from going through the DVDs time and time again. So yes, bear with me. I might get better as episodes go on, but yes. Also, storyline is very good, as it sort of passes into, well, the story after this is Horrifying Rock. Now that's another story next to come, but so far, yeah, we've got trying to look now. I'll read the back of it for you. Death stalks the fog-bound streets of Victorian London. Young women are going missing. Horribly mutilated bodies are floating, or found floating, in the Thames, and criminal gangs terrorise the innocents. At the heart of this tangled web sites the mysterious Li Hen Chang, sorcerer and hypnotist, and his grotesque sidekick, the all-too lifelike ventriloquist dummy Mr. Sin. The Doctor dons deerstalker and cape to seek out the sinister force lurking in the shadows of the metropolis. For the towns of weng, chiang are reaching out to shred the human race. So yeah, it's basically like a Sherlock Holmes story. There's a mystery box, there's a Chinese puzzle box in this Victorian house, and these guys basically want it. And they're fighting in. There's a scene where they're fighting in the house. There's a good scene. You get Leela jumping through a window. There's some quite good scenes in there which are funny as well, such as Leela brings one of those things with her that shoots out. I forgot what to call. And the Doctor goes mad with her. She just keeps killing people. But there's a little scene in there that is a very good scene, because the Doctor would have been dead unless he didn't turn around and see Leela shoot out a poison dart into the back of a Chinese van. So there's a spoiler alert there. Yeah. Also, there's a lot of what would you say? There's a good scene on the River Thames with the police and an old woman getting a body out of the Thames. It's sort of a bit gruesome and a bit funny in a way, because the old woman herself is quite funny. Yeah, like I said, this is a very good story. It comes with the Visitations 1 box, but there's one before. There's two DVDs. There's the original one and the special edition version. Like me, I got the special edition version. It contains 3 discs. So yeah, a lot of special features. It's a 6-part story, I think. It was broadcast between the 26th and on the 2nd of April 1977, and it also, after this, it also fits in with the Big Finish audio, sort of. Yeah, Leela, I find it somewhat different to other companions. Yes, she's a sexy young woman. To the men, that was in the 1970s. That's why they all tuned in, apparently. But yeah, she's young. She's fit. She's got everything there. She's very sportish, as in she's very healthy. As you see her running around a lot. She's always carrying a knife on her, and this is sort of the first story we see her with. So yes. Doctor, on the other hand, Tom Baker, he does a marvellous job. He's he does a brilliant job as always. So yeah, there's nothing really else to say about this story apart from it's very good. Storyline's brilliant. The people that wrote it, they came up with a good story, and yes. So I hope you've enjoyed this review. I'm sorry for the lack of understanding of what to say, but this is basically my first sort of episode by episode review, apart from the beginning box set. Yeah, I ain't doing that again because you really can't hear what I say. It's sort of far away. So yes, thank you very much for watching. Hope you've enjoyed this review. Please subscribe if you haven't, and I'll see you next time when I'll be reviewing. What will I be reviewing next? I'll be reviewing the Seeds of Doom. Yes, so thank you very much for watching, and goodbye.